Welcome survivors to the beginning of an epic journey. I am Salty Melon and today we are diving into the wild world of ARK. This is not just any playthrough, this is a story of survival, discovery and domination. From taming ferocious beasts to uncovering ancient secrets, we are starting from the scratch in a single player mode. No cheats, no shortcuts, just pure adventure. So, I'm loading in. I don't know what I got myself into. Creating my character. Let's go. Ultimately. Here we go. No. Hell no. Yeah. So I'm tilting here, saying should I spawn north, make this a lot of death start? Then nah, west 2. Definitely not.
You might be.
Nope.
I hope so. It's been so many cycles since I was her. Do I even still remember Hope? I wasn't sure you'd ever turn up. The odds just kept getting longer. I guess I've been losing faith, while they've been gaining power. You have to reach me. Everything depends on your survival. Master this world. Make allies of its many creatures.
Yeah, she doesn't know that these creatures gonna molest me. Yeah, later on. Skip. Okay, let's go. Here we start. Well, I basically spawned on West 2, as everyone usually do. I actually wanted to do an I codes to remove the clouds, the fog. It will improve my FPS. So I started picking up some berries. I need the stem berry because I will be running. You can never know when a raptor start chasing you. And I saw this cute dodo and I was thinking, should I tame it? I started punching it, and no more than 3 punches it's out. I fed it some of my berries, and it should be tamed in no time. The thing that you don't know about me yet is I came from official small tribes, so it's in my blood to go and do a note run, and that's exactly what I did. So the next one, and running to the third one. It's actually the 4x cliff. And then a deep jump water. So I started leveling up my HP a little bit, some weight. This should be sufficient for now. I mean, I messed up my settings so bad that I'm even getting less XP than small tribes official servers, you know. During the next part, you will see me doing a lot of adjustment to the settings, or maybe I will cut it out. I was trying to find the perfect balance, you know, between a single player and official, because right now this is lower than official small tribes, honestly. Anyhow, if you didn't know, the fastest way to gain XP is by crafting cooking pot, and that is what I am up to right now. Grinding resources. After all of this grinding, I think it's time to get some hide. We need to get things done. So I saw this dude attacking the board dodo, so I went in and helped. Maybe not help, not really. I mean, it's free hide after all. Yeah, and I started harvesting and shit, he was watching. Oh, oh. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Just turn. Yeah. You don't have to watch this, bro. So I get the hide. I found more hide. After searching for a BT forever, I couldn't find one. So I said, I'll take this parasaur. And of course, I don't have narcotics yet, so good old ways. And it's down. Good night. I stuffed some berries in it. Hopefully, actually I don't. Oh. I went up and picked a little bit, really quick. And I put my berries in it. And I was chilling here on the beach, admiring how beautiful the game is. And I started grinding resources again, and again, and again, and over, and over, and over. The idea was, since I can't find a PT, so I thought, why not just make a raft and use the raft to travel elsewhere, you know? So I started grinding resources again. Yeah, by the way, I know this is a little bit annoying, but I will try to reduce it in the future parts if you guys don't like keep farming resources like this. Anyhow, raft is ready. Anyhow, since you know how smart I am, I was trying to get more height, and this arrow, by mistake, hit that flying dude, and he didn't like it, so he called up for his buddies, and yeah. Let's say I didn't like what they were doing to me, honestly. I tried to fight, but they are too fast for me, and my aim is incredible. So I actually made a few shots on them, but I pulled out my torch, hopefully try to scare them off, burn them off, but nope, I'm dead. And my Parasaur was already tamed, and he was fighting them now. So I think bye bye Parasaur. I'm not sure though, let's see. Ooh, he actually killed them. What a nice dude. Anyhow, I set all of my stuff on the raft. I brought my first tame, the Mr. Dodo, with me, of course. We're not gonna forget about him. And we set sails. So I made a quick stop to farm some hide and check this PT level, and it was really bad one. So I was going to check this one as well, maybe tame him. He's a good level, but it was 40, and you know, 40 is better than nothing. So I knocked him out, of course, like the old ways, and I was about to farm some brine meat for him. So I checked the local population for subprime. I couldn't find any small dino babies, so I give him the old raw meat. So I thought I will grind some resources for the new base. I got some foundations, some walls, some ceilings, a door. Yeah, just to be ready when we reach our final destination. Because you don't know it yet, but it's a little bit far, I would say. Anyhow, I thought I have been grinding with the primitive tools forever, why not make some metal tools? I made the forge, and the plan was to do the smithy next. And if you notice here, I actually placed only 2 raw metal, so yeah. That's only 1 big axe, I think. Ish. And I started grinding again, and again, and over, and over. So yeah, I decided to use the Parasaur to farm narcoberries because I wanna ditch the old barbarian ways of using my club to knock things out. I wanna be more civilized now, use some trank arrows. And by accident, I looked at my taming PT and he was about to wake up. So I thought, should I go with the Parasaur? No, maybe the raft is better. Anyhow, I took my parasaur, I put it on the raft, and I set sails to the BT. Hopefully I will make it in time before it wakes up. And I was fortunate enough to make it just about in time before it woke up. And I fed him some of my narco berries to stay asleep. And that annoying creature just stole my wood, but yeah, I think I'm gonna let him go. Yeah, happy run with the wood, bro. By the way, if you see the stats on the BT is horrible. 132 weight. I mean, maybe it can carry me now with 0 items, but later on, we're not gonna need it. There was a close by drop, so I thought I'm gonna check it. It was, yeah, it wasn't the easy zone, so you don't expect much, but it was an upgrade for me, so I would not say no. And of course, I'm actually building my new base, so I will need every single structure that I can ever find. I I would say that was a good drop for now. My BT finished taming. I put the saddle on it. I was really lucky finding Titan earlier by the beach from that small creature which I can't even pronounce its name. The one that swims on the beaches. So everything is ready. My BT is ready, saddled, and it's not time now to set sails for our final destination, which I will reveal right now. And you can imagine, give it a wild guess. Yeah, it's on the other side of the map. I don't think you guessed that, but can you just imagine rafting my way there? I was really, really, really stupid. I should have ditched everything I have and just spawned there because there's a spawn point over there and just ditch these items. It just, I grinded so hard to get these starting items, so I was really like, should I just spawn there? Should I take my items? Then I said it, yeah, let's go there. It will take forever, but I really want to start there because usually there are the good drops on that side of the map, close to the snow, close to all the resources that I need, all the metal, all the polymer, red and yellow drops over there also spawn. On my way I found this drop. It was pretty decent, no complaints about it. I mean, who tames an iguanodon? Anyhow, on my way I actually found another green drop, which I don't know what you call it, but it's structure, so it's decent. Manta saddle. I don't even need that. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna use Manta, like never. So I set sails back again, heading to my final destination, which was on the top right of the map, and out of nowhere, coming close to the swamps, I swear to God, I sensed this. I saw this cabro, and I thought, might ignore me, but no, no, hell no, it will not ignore me. So it started biting and rolling and doing nasty things to me, and I started freaking out. I didn't know what to do, so I whistled follow all. Hopefully my tames will follow me and they will not all die. You can see we lost our parasaur over there, and I was literally freaking out. So yeah, I checked the log. Parasaur was about to die. He was not dead yet, but he was about to die. My dodo also fell off the raft, and this cabro has serious issues, man. I don't know if it's the same one or another one, but it has issues. It kept chasing me, and I kept trying. I was freaking out. I didn't know what to do. I kept whistling, but nothing happened. I didn't know what to whistle. It's already following me, but I didn't know what to do. If I would go back, I would probably just mount it and fly away. But yeah, as I said, I was freaking out. So I decided, no, I worked really hard for that PT saddle. I'm not gonna let this cabro take it away from me. So I turned around and I went back for the PT bag. And the cabro actually ignored me this time. So I guess It only wanted my teams. Anyhow, GG. As you can see, I was still tracking the dodo because it was my first tame and I was not ready to let it go yet. Anyhow, I found this other BT right here, but it was a really low level. I was confused if I should tame it or not. I waited the other one to land to check what level it is. It's really bad level, but it was an upgrade from my previous one that just died. Oh, yeah, I didn't have trank arrows yet. I had the narcotics, but not the trank arrows. Anyhow, I started lowering the population here on this small beach by getting all the hide that they have to offer. I kept grinding resources until my BT wakes up and basically hide wood, whatever I can find to make to start like pre-crafting my new base. Anyhow, once all of this is done, my BT was ready to go. So I wanted to call him a name, but then I just changed my mind because I don't want to get emotionally attached to them, as you saw earlier. Anyhow, we continued our journey. I saw this yellow beautiful drop. It was calling for me, so I didn't turn it down, and it was pretty decent drop. I mean, an elevator uh, platform which we can destroy for resources, and the free canteen. I couldn't say no to that. Anyhow, I flew back to my raft and continued the journey, and we are finally here. You have no idea how much real life time it took me to get to this point, but I mean, this will be our permanent base now once it's crafted. So it's on a nice side of the cliff, as you can see. Like, the snow is right there next to me. Carno is also next to me. Usually there are good drops spawn on Carno, like the red and yellow ones, and snow as well. Yeah, so it was pretty decent spot, I would say. Anyhow, I moved back to the raft, start taking my items to use the BT to transfer them, but as you can see, it was really heavy for me. Anyhow, moving on back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, I finally managed to start laying down some foundations. So yeah, you see here the final product, and I actually own the bobtail, so you can choose this skin for your structures, which is pretty decent, I would say. Yeah. So if you see anything ugly in your base, it's like a bandage, man. You just put it on the structure and it will look pretty. Even if you have thatch foundation, it will also look the same. Even metal. So yeah, here is my humble new base of operations. I started placing some storage on it, the forge, the smithy. Yeah, I mean the stuff that I had. I was moving in a bit by bit because, yeah, you know, my BT is amazing, so. Yeah, and after sorting things out, I took my BT for a quick run around and I noticed there's a red drop, like, literally almost next to my base. It was a bit scary for me because this BT will not take a lot of hit before it fall down, and the stamina on this thing is pretty bad. Anyhow, red drop is a red drop. Let's see what it has. It had mutton, shadow steak, journeyman brick saddle, but it was crafted, so yeah. You might think, yeah, he needs an RG, and this is exactly what I was doing here, but I wanted a spyglass first. So I took few crystal notes, made the spyglass, and start looking for my beautiful RG. And to be honest with you, I didn't care about the level. I just wanted any type of RG. Would be way better than this PT. I started, yeah, taking this RG up the hill because I wanted to trap it in a safe spot. So I believe I found this small spot here on the edge, which I thought it's gonna be safe. But what do you know? Maybe it is safe. Let's see. Quick, nice, beautiful RG trap. So if you see these structure back in the official servers or anywhere, you just know this is an RG trap, in case you didn't already know. Anyhow, I lured back the RG to my trap because it was ready and I liked the spot, and I really didn't want the mutton to spoil, but it has a really short lifetime on the mutton. Anyhow, RG is in the trap. Very beautiful, flawless trap. And I was about to start aiming it. I started with my trank arrows, but then I noticed something that is really scary. My HP was going really low, like seriously low. And I was rushing back to base as fast as I can, and I forgot about there's something called stamina on the PT. I totally forgot about that. I was really lucky that the BT decided to go down like this instead of being stuck in the air, like what happens on officials. Yeah, it was really scary, man. It was a bit too close for my comfortable. And it ran out of stamina again, but I was kind of lucky that there was not much of a wildlife over there, only that beautiful raptor, and he was chill on his own. He didn't have his tribe mates with him, so I was kind of okay. I went back to my base and I started to looking for a better armor for myself, something that might keep me a little bit warm. I decided to like just craft a full hide armor. It will be better than my cloth. Anyhow, I bought it in and I was about to go back to the RG, but then I changed my mind. I thought it would be better if I just die in my base right here and respawn on a bed. That would be much easier. And that's exactly what I did. Easy, spawning in, full HP, with this beautiful view on the side of the cliff. So, I didn't waste any time, I took all of my things and went directly back to my waiting Archie. Yeah, you missed me, no? Anyhow, I was civilized enough here to use trank arrows instead of a club. And in no time the RG was out and I placed my meat in it. No, that didn't sound right. I placed the raw meat in the RG inventory. So anyhow, I decided to take my BT, look around for some prime meat, and I found these wolves and I felt confident, but then ARK reminded me of how low my BT is. So I ran out like a grown man and started healing by PT. The RG was actually tamed, but I forgot how low my HP was. So I had two options, either take it and leave and might die on the way, or just respawn here since I have a sleeping bag. I was worried, and then I heard this mammoth dying and got harvested by something. So I was afraid I will lose my BT, but I was actually quick enough. You will hear in the background the beautiful sounds that was about to eat the BT. Yeah, you heard that, I guess. And we are out of here. I headed back to the base. I started preparing an RG saddle. It was a little bit annoying and it was really dark in my base, so I decided to place a few torches in here to light up the place a little bit, to look a bit nicer. Anyhow, back to getting the RG, and I think I was missing hide, so I decided to take the BT on a quick run for hide, and you are welcome, guys. I took out the most annoying dino in the game. I think at this point I was missing maybe 2 pieces of hide or something, so I quickly went here and found a little bit of hide, went back to my RG. And crafted the saddle, finally. I mean, it's not the perfect RG, but come on guys, it is an RG. So I hid my BT in a safe spot on the roof right here, and I took my RG, and you would think, oh, he went to travel long places. No, first order of business when you have an RG is... yeah, you guessed it right. Grinding, 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 grinding. We need the resources if we want to make this series worth it. And I honestly intend to be as much serious as I can in this gameplay. So, placing few forges, farming wood here and there, some thatch, and then I went for this nice drop right here. I was checking the RG for a better one. But yeah, I kept getting these weird levels, like level 11, level 12. I swear to God, I was like really close to do full dino wipe, but then I recalled I want to do this as much legit as I can. Anyhow, we went to the metal mountain, found a little bit metal. I actually saw a nice RG on my way there, so I decided that I want to tame it. But look what happens when I try to be smart. I was heading back to my old trap, and out of nowhere I clicked E, dismount, and of course I didn't have a parachute. I actually exited the game. I was hoping that there was this glitch: if you exit the game while you are falling, the game will actually make you sleep and you will still be alive, but I guess nope, not in single player. And let's be fair, I was a little bit late by exiting the game, so yeah, it's fine. I'll take my BT and go back and retrieve all of my items and the RG as well. This BT decided to be a little bit... yeah, I get baited by this drop. It was a useless drop, honestly. Anyhow, I continued the search for that good RG that I saw earlier. Unfortunately, I didn't see it ever again. So yeah, after not finding it, I decided that I should move on. So I went to the metal mountain, get some metal with my pickaxe. Unfortunately, there was also no Anki at all. all the Ankies that I found was actually really bad levels. By the way, there was a really good Anki next to me, and I swear to God, I didn't even see it. That's why I slowed back the video a little bit. Yeah, here you go. Tell me that anybody saw it. It was literally invisible. Yeah, so I was civilized with it, and I asked him to be my friend, and he said no, so we went, yeah, the usual other way. It was really tanky, to be honest with you. He was hitting me really hard. But yeah, I figured out the reason after I knocked it. And it went to sleep. Anyhow, then I forgot that I don't have any berries on me. So I flew around, gathered as much berries as I can. I went back, I put my berries back into it, and it was taming just fine. Oh. Yeah, anyhow, I went back to my base, deposited all the metal that I had in order to get it cooking, at least until the Anki is awake, because it will take some time for the Anki to wake up. And my OSD kicked in, and I had to split the metal kind of in half. It took me a while to do that. Yeah, I don't know if you people have that issue as well, but I guess that's me. The Anki was ready. I already found a saddle for it in a previous drop. I think it was like 5 or 10 minutes ago in this video. Anyhow, I started doing the grinding all over back again with the Anki, but it was worth it because I mean I'm getting a lot of metal, but in the same time I have a really bad RG, so it was not the best combination. 150 RG perfect tame with a really bad RG. I think it's level 85 RG or something. Yeah, I'm not gonna show you the entire farming process, but I guess you get the idea what I'm doing. Anyhow, we are back to the base right now. I placed all the metal in the forges to start smelting it, and I decided we need a generator, electronics, I need a track, fabricator, I need a lot of items. Anyhow, so I started squeezing out all of my resources in order to craft the fabricator, but I think I was actually missing spark powder. So yeah, it was easy for me to craft some spark powder for the fabricator. And I also had this treasure map that I wanted to use, so I made the shovel for it, because treasure maps, in case you don't know, is really OP in this game. Yeah. Anyhow, I used my Anki to farm more and more berries. My spark powder was ready, and into the smithy. Easy fabricator. And the next order of business was the generator. But I was missing electronics, and it was a pain in the butt to get silica balls. So I went and looted some drops in hope to find enough amount to craft the generator, because I think that was enough. Because I needed the generator and the elevator track to demolish all the elevator platforms that I had. It was easy resources for me. So yeah, I decided to take my BT and go for a drop hunt. I found some decent ones. I'm not gonna lie, like in single players you get OB drops usually. Some of them are shit, as you see, but it is what it is. Yeah, like for example this one. Zero use for me, honestly. Ecus. I'm not gonna even tame that. I mean, an upgrade for the club, that's not that bad, I guess. And also the hat was decent, but I think I already had a flak helmet, so it was also useless. And another drop, which had, I would say, these, like, not even decent long neck. I mean, this is single player. I'm supposed to get way better drop than this. This is ridiculous, honestly. Anyhow, I also wanted cementing paste, so I had also to look for all the beaver dams. This drop was actually nice. It had the lesser antidote, and I really need that for the caves further on. And also the sap is not that bad, but I mean, I can find the sap. There was some oil here as well, which was really nice. But this drop, oh, sorry, not this drop, maybe the next one. There is a surprise, you will see. You see, guys, always go for the ring drops. You will find nice things in it. An iguanodon saddle? I don't even know who tames that. Anyhow, this drop was really decent, but there's a surprise in the coming drop. I don't know if it was here maybe or the next. Yeah, it was this one. Check this drop. A yellow ringed one with a beautiful gift. Industrial forge and 2 elevator platforms. I couldn't ask for anything better than this, honestly. Anyhow, I went and raided all the beaver dams that I know their location. It was not a lot, but it was really sufficient for me to get starting, and it was also like pretty decent cementing paste inside of them. Yeah, as I said earlier, always go for the ring drops. It has beautiful stuff in it. Anyhow, this was the result of all of my farming for the drops today. So I started organizing them. I finally made my generator, and voila. I also had a lamppost that I had to place, upgrade from the normal torches. I also started cleaning up the forges because I now have an industrial forge, baby. And I had the perfect spot for it, just right outside on the side of the cliff. And just like that, we have a forge, indie forge, up and running, smelting as much metal as we can farm, and also as much wood as we can. I started demolishing the elevator, medium platforms. It was really nice metal. I needed that so bad. Anyhow, I started crafting a lot of gunpowder, but there was something that I'm missing, that I need so bad. I need a chem bench. I crafted the fridge as well in order not to have the things that I looted spoil. So here we go. I'm cleaning up the house for any spoiling stuff and placing them in the fridge really quick. Just some normal house cleaning. Anyhow, as I was cleaning, I actually spotted a red drop on Carno Island. And as I said earlier, you cannot miss a red drop. Never. It was good opportunity as well to see if I can find any decent wrecks or like a really decent RG, but I was still unfortunate. Oh, scuba tanks, that's really nice, and Tuso saddle. I actually love the Tuso, but I know for a fact taming them is painful. Let's say it like that. Anyhow, I didn't find any good tames, so I continued looting some drops here and there and looking for my next tame that I wanted to find. But I stopped near my cliff and I wanted to build a small wall between us and the wildlife outside. So yeah, I was basically doing that most of that day, farming and grinding and just demolishing the structure that I farmed from the drops, which I don't need anymore. It was a pain, but I mean, it's easier than farming resources. Yeah, anyhow, I finished grinding resources and then I thought I really need that chem bench. Unfortunately, I was too low as a level to get it, so I needed some levels. And it happens that I know a 4x node which sits right by me on that mountain to the east. So yeah, I went on my PT and took it in order to have some levels. And you know, when you take an explorer node like this, you usually kill a titan with it, but that was out of the question for now. So I went to the old classic way, which is cooking bots. And after doing much of these cooking bots, I think I had the decent level to actually start crafting my chem bench, as you will see. So I finally had the level to craft a chem bench, but unfortunately I need electronics. And what do I need to make electronics? I already have the metal, I need a silica ball, and I had to do the thing that I hate the most, going into the ocean. So I took my PT, my scuba set, visited my old draft, suited up, and went into the ocean, but I forgot a really important thing. Since I don't have a water team, I will run out of stamina really quick. So I went back to my PT, headed back to base, and crafted myself a beautiful chair. In case you don't already know, you can use the chair in the ocean. You place it down, you sit on it, and it will refill your stamina back again. So that's exactly what I did. So remember, the aim right now is to find a decent anglerfish. I whistled my BT to follow me in case I found something nasty here. It will be right above me so I can escape. Because, you know, I love the ocean. Anyway, I saw some manta. And I believe at one moment I spotted a Tuso, but I escaped from it. It didn't even come close to me. Anyhow, I kept wandering, trying to get as much sirikables as I can. And I actually wanted to find an anglerfish, but the ocean was basically empty of them. I mean, I found sharks, I found a lot of manta, I found a lot of dolphins, but no anglerfish. Yo, nothing. I was about to run out of stamina, so I decided to chill soon. But there's some pearls here that I might just grab really quick, hoping that Tuso doesn't show up again. Yeah, see, megalodons, dolphins, but no, not an anglerfish. I actually thought these were pearls, but yeah. I chill on the chair a little bit, picked it up, back to full stem. Yeah, that's the ugly Tuso that I saw earlier. I have to tame one sooner or later. If I wanted to do the caves, or I might actually use Bessie for them. I mean, both of them are actually pain to tame, the Tuso and the Bessie. But for caves, underwater caves, I think the better option might be the Passy, honestly. Anyhow, after what seems to be eternity of looking for an anglerfish, I decided to tame this dolphin. I mean, it will take me faster to my destination to farm the silica balls, and it's a passive. Oh, look who decided to show up after I started taming the dolphin. This ugly ass dude. So I knocked it out really quick. I think it was really low level, like ridiculously low. Check this, level 8 anglerfish. Like, what the hell, game? But yeah, anglerfish is better than using them for silica ball is better than using your hand. Honestly, it will give you way better rate. Anyhow, so I decided to keep chilling here, keep feeding this beautiful dolphin until it's hungry again. Yeah. So after what it felt like an eternity, the anglerfish was finally tamed. So I chased the other dolphin away. This one was already tamed. And I asked this guy to be passive, but then I decided, nah, passive flee, in case some megalodon showed up and decided to chew on him. Anyhow, I used my anglerfish to farm as much silicon barrel as I can, and by that, I don't mean much, because I couldn't find them. I literally found maybe 2, 3, 4 notes, and that's it. Nothing else. I was running really far from my base, like going all the way north to the snow right now, and the megalodon started like aggroing on me. Then I found some blessies and bassies and all that nasty ocean creatures, and yeah, I was not really comfortable going forth with this. And then I saw an electric eel, and at that point I said, nah, that's enough. That's enough silica bow for one day. So I returned and went back to my teams and to my PT. So on my way back, I saw this megalodon, which by the way had a really bad level. But a megalodon is a megalodon, guys. Come on. So I thought maybe I'll try to tame it. I mean, my crossbow was not the best, but it's a low level megalodon, so maybe it will not take that much to tame it. Yeah, I started tranking it. It started chewing up on my teams, but it was fine. It was a low level, and it was about to go into sleep, so I was just chilling, honestly. Yeah, and just like that, it went to sleep. But now I need raw prime meat to tame it, and I was literally not in the mood, so I just gave it my normal raw meat. Yeah, and I left it to tame. I honestly was like, I'm done with the ocean, I really need to get out. If it tames, it tames. If it doesn't, to hell with it. Yeah. So yeah, I used my BT. I went back to my base, started crafting electronics in order to achieve the chem bench that I always wanted. I also was trying to farm for a vault because I was literally running out of space, and it was a little bit annoying for me because I was about to go for another drop hunt because I'm looking for something in specific. Yeah, so I crafted the vault. I continued crafting electronics to make that chem bench because I really want to make a lot of gunpowder. I need the shotgun shells so bad because I saw a lot of players doing this play and they are getting like insane damage shotguns, like literally. In the single player, by the way, in case you didn't know already, it's different from official in a lot of perspectives, but the most obvious one is the armor. It basically doesn't have limit. You can get 1000 armor helmet. Sometimes you will get like 500 damage shotgun, 600 bow, metal bow, which is like my favorite gun in this map. Yeah, so I was hunting a little bit of drops here and there. I found some cryobots because once I tame something that's really far from my base, I really need a cryobot. I'm not gonna walk it back to base, honestly. It's just a pain in the ass to do that. So yeah, after crafting that cryophage and the cryobots, everything was kind of looking decently nice. I had these to show my artifact, which I will soon go and start doing caves for them. But I really wanted like to finish farming the resources and get the teams that I wanted for the boss fight first. So yeah, I thought yeah, that's a priority. Anyhow, I took my Anki and I did the normal thingy back all over again. Basically grinding, 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 but I think you had enough grinding with me in the early of this video. So I'm gonna skip most of the grinding part, but yeah, you get the idea. It's a painful process, but it's a must if you want to progress in the game. Yeah, I think it's enough. I'm gonna cut the video now for the resources grinding. I don't think you wanna see this boring part. Yeah, so I set off with my RG and I have one target. I want to find my perfect dino for the boss fights. I started looking for it close to the green oak because I know it spawns there sometimes. And no, it's not the Rex. By the way, I messed up the game settings a little bit and now I'm getting decent, like, I would not say good, but I'm getting decent level dinos. Like 60s and 141 and 139, stuff like that, you know? Speaking of which, I found this beautiful 141 Teresino and I couldn't miss that chance. I really want to tame this. You're gonna see it later in the video anyway. Yeah, I wanted to use the Teresino for the boss fight, honestly. And no, not for the dragon. I want to use it for everything. Because in Small Tribes official, my tribe would never let me do all the bosses with the Teresino, saying that it will not work, but I wanted to prove them wrong. This game, right now, the game that I'm playing... Ah, wait, you need to see me panicking here. The theory will not go inside the trap that I built for him, because the AI is too smart for this. So I played a nice game with it. I mean, it ended up with breaking my armor and making me run naked all over the place. But yeah, it finally ran off from me. So I decided, no, I really want to tame this thing. I tried so many times going round, round, round in circles, and I literally did everything to have him trapped, but no, it will not get trapped. I mean, the AI is too smart for this. So yeah, it was stuck on this rock and I was so happy. I'm finally got him and I can tame him now. But yeah, you will see. I'm gonna get arced. Like, I'm gonna get arced really bad. And I'm really smart. I swear to God, I thought it didn't have enough turbo to like be knocked, so I kept shooting it, hoping that once it cross, it will knock out. But as I said, I got arced. It destroyed my armor earlier. That's why you see me without any pants. And the beautiful lad was actually a drowning. GG. I tried to drag him, but no, I won't. I can't drag him back to the beach. So that's over for me, for this guy. Even though it's rare as, yeah, to find this level. Anyhow, I put some berries, like, give myself a little bit of hope. I couldn't believe myself that I let it drown. I was like, come on guy, come on, you can do it. Let's go, you can wake up. But honestly, there was no way in hell that thing's gonna survive. Anyhow, I ditch the dude and start looking for another Therizino. I was not actually recording here, but I finally found another decent level Therizino. I mean, it's not 141, but this would be fine for now. So I lured him back to a trap I preset before. Yeah, it was an annoying process of keep hitting it and run, hitting it and run, hitting it and run. And I kept doing that until I finally reached the trap. And I was trying to be smart. I left the doors for him to walk in, and I was actually lucky. I didn't know that it works like this. So yeah, it was finally trapped, and I decided to place the walls all the way to the back, and I was panicking, like I honestly couldn't hit them right through. Took me a minute to do that. And then I decided to aggro this beautiful wild dinos really far from the Therizino trap, because I didn't want anything to mess with my team. If something happened to this Therizino, I will be tilted, honestly. I might call it a day. Anyhow, I went back to base. It was too late for me on that day, so I literally went to sleep. The next day, I woke up in real life, and I was thinking, does that mean my trap Therizino will be gone now? And I overthink it, and I was really like panicking. What should I do? I repaired my armor really quick, because yeah, I mean, this armor is pretty decent. I found them in drops, but it was not the best. That's why the legging broke first. Anyhow, I prepared all of my taming kit, and I went back to the Therizino. Yeah, I started shooting it and shooting it and shooting it, and yeah, I spent a lot of time shooting this guy until it fell down to sleep. Anyhow, I found some berries for him. I gave him the berries, I gave him the narcotics, just to be prepared on the safe side, because I know these guys lose turbo like hell. I mean, I was happy taming this guy, a male, but I wanted a female, and just conveniently there was another female close by. It was really bad level. Really bad level, I mean it. But, I mean, it was a female, so I wanted that. So I locked her in, trapped her in, used the same method, but I was not panicking. Here, you see, I have an experience now. I closed the trap. It was level 15 or 12. I didn't see that. Yeah, it was a really low level female. I knocked her out in literally few arrows. Goes down. I put some berries in her, and in no time I will have a mating pair of Therizinos. So I found some quick berries, I placed the berries in them, and it was just a waiting game until they are both tamed. So I had a really nice Therizino, finally. And this female should wake up any second now. As you can see, the melee on this thing is 105. I don't think it can get worse than this. But I mean, it's a female and I need it for the breeding. You know, I think this is the reason why I had to breed a lot of Therizino to get a decent level later on. You will see what I mean soon, how many generation of Therizino I had to breed in order to get a decent ones, but I think this was the reason. I should have invested more time trying to find a female, but honestly on that day I was really tilted that the previous male died on me in the water. So I was not in the mood to spend another hour like looking for another theory. Yeah, so it is what it is. I throw out the Therizino out, and it was actually time to start building a hatching area for them. Excuse me. Yeah. Bye bye. Okay, just a disclaimer, guys. I literally built the hatching area maybe 4 or 5 times. So you're gonna see the final product later on, but I mean, I spent so much time trying to build this thing in a good way, but I kept turning it down and up and down and up and down. It was it was an annoying job. So if you are a good builder in ARK, especially on official servers, you are valuable, my friend. You are a valuable person. Yeah, make sure your tribe knows that. Anyhow, we have our first brand new egg, which is still too cold. I have to bring it a little bit closer. Yeah. By the way, another note, my rates, like the resources rate, are kind of similar, exactly similar to small tribes farming resources, but my hatching and maturation rate for the babies are pretty high because I really didn't want to record the video in few months. I wanted to do it in less time. So yeah, the rate of the hatching and growing is a little bit higher than small tribes official. Just to keep that in mind, guys. Anyhow, I had 3 theories now breeding to make me a lot of eggs until I find good stats on the male and the females in order to start breeding them. So, next day, we had some Therizinos and we had some eggs, and I found a lot of berries, and we have a feeding trough for them. Anyhow, after filling the troughs, I collected the eggs, and it was ready for hatching. I was ready for the next batch of the Therizinos, because I wanted better versions of these ones. Because, as you recall, the female was really low, and I needed something better. Oh, nice twins. By the way, at this stage of the game, I was still messing up with the settings to find a decent balance between the maturation rate and also the hatching rate, because it was ridiculous. It was being really high and then it became really low, and I was really confused. I know later on what was causing this problem because I chose the hardest difficulty, but my rates of maturation was a little bit high. Yeah, these Resinas was actually bad, and they were asking for ridiculous things. We don't do kibbles. I tried to let them know about this. I mean, this guy wanted meat jerky, but he had bad stats anyway, so he had to go. I'm sorry. We don't do kibbles. So anyhow, I was repeating this process over and over and over and over and over and over again in order to find a decent game. By the way, as you can see, this guy already asked for an imprint, but it's 1% imprint. My settings was still wrong. So I was basically not raising anything, almost. I was just basically killing them and hatching them again. Mess with the settings again until I find the correct settings. So yeah, you can imagine the headache of keep doing that until you get the good rates. Because I honestly went on YouTube, tried to find the good rates, but yeah, everybody says something different and none of them are absolutely correct. You have to do this. You have to do this manually by yourself to decide what is good and what is bad. You know. Anyhow, this guy's also hatched, but it's a level 49. Eh, it's a female though, but I mean, level 49 is just no. It's not even worth it. Sorry. I need higher levels. I need good stats, man. There is this army. We'll have to fight the brood mother, so it has to be really high stats at least to fight the brood mother. I'm not gonna take you through the process that I had to do, but you can see the red messages on the top of the screen, and you can see me just hatching, killing, hatching, raising, killing, hatching, raising, killing, hatching, raising, killing. So I'm gonna do my best to skip this part, but you have to understand the pain that comes with breeding teams. As you can see, this guy is not growing up literally on the screen when you are watching him. So I think I mastered my settings over there. Anyhow, I really wanted some decent shotgun, like a better version or a sniper rifle or whatever. So I decided to hunt for drops. And I also had several treasure maps. I believe it was maybe 5 or 6 treasure maps from killing wild dinos. So I thought, why just hunt for them, you know? And that's exactly what I did. I kept it short as well. So enjoy. I mean, let's be honest here. When I find blueprints like this, be assured, guys, I'm not gonna craft that. It's insane to craft these blueprints. So that doesn't work. Even in official small traps, we don't do that. We don't do ascendant cap things most of the time. Oh, nice. A sniper rifle. 630 damage. Useless. It's a single player. I mean, I'm grateful for the shotgun shells, but yeah. Anyhow. I found a decent Passy blueprint, by the way. It was a mastercraft. As you can see it here, 64 armor. So, yeah, I think later on in next videos, I will most likely tame a Passy, not a Tuso. Because, I mean, I love the Tusos. I do. But, okay guys, I thank you so much for watching this video to the end. If you made it this far, I would really appreciate a like, subscribe, and enable the notification. If we get enough likes, I'm gonna actually post the second part of this. I mean, it's not only a second part, there will be many, but in the next video, you will see the real deal inside the caves. See you. Goodbye.